in that first game. And now we look at the second game of the day. More important so, this is the ACC Men's T20I Challenger Cup. We are in Bangkok, coming to you live from the TCG cricket ground. Eyes will be set on this particular contest as once again we will see Japan in action. They will be up against Maldives in this particular game. Let's see what happened at the toss. Nishant Machitia was there with both the captains.
Game which can definitely fix a semi-final spot as Maldives take on Japan in this important encounter. We've got everybody who matter. We've got the Maldives captain Hassan Rashid. We've got, of course, the Japan captain Kendall. And we've got the match referee Gandhi. All set for the toss. I think Hassan has got the coin. Kendall to call. Heads is the call then. It's a head. Well, Kendall won the toss. What would you like to do?
We're going to bat.
Any specific reason behind that?
We did it yesterday, 2 days ago. We thought we did a decent job at it. We saw the Maldives try to chase the score and they did a decent job, but we really pride ourselves on being able to get through the overs quickly with our spinners when we're defending, so hopefully we can play well again.
Any changes in your side?
Yeah, 3 changes. So we've got young Charlie Hins and Kazuma Kato Stafford coming in for their debuts, and also Makoto Taniyama coming in. So, yep, all 14 of our squad will have played after the first 2 matches.
Good luck then.
Thank you.
Well, Hassan, okay, bowling first?
Yeah, I think it's nothing quite change in the pitch, so better no bowling. I think anything is fine for us.
And you know that you need to win to stay alive, so that must be playing in your mind as well?
Yeah, for sure. That's the purpose.
And any changes in your side?
No, we'll go with the same team.
Good luck for the game then.
Thank you.
Right then, that's the news from the middle. Japan has won the toss, and once again, they'll be batting first.
And that's the right call, you'd like to believe, as Lachlan Lake will take first strike for Japan. Their captain winning the toss, deciding very much to have a bat. Koji Hartgrave Abe at the non-strikers end, and Adam Nasif Umar will start the proceedings with the ball. Maldives will be hoping they can restrict Japan to anywhere under 120. Starting with off spin against 2 right-handers. Wild throw, slip, fielder won't be able to get that. Fetch that, 5 from the first ball. Very, very gracious are the Maldives to give away that gift early in the game. Was a tight single, all right. But you presume there must have been better backing up. That will bring Hartgrave on strike. Very much in his second game. We saw what Mukesh Thakur did for Thailand in his second game. He's got some skill, Hartgrave, in terms of how he sets up, how balanced he is. For youngsters out there, both Hartgrave and Lake, they've got a trigger on the front foot, but they're very different how they get there. Lachlan Lake moves the back leg first and then stays steady. Hartgrave, on the other hand, is a gentle forward nudge, which tells you that there are so many different ways to get to a good position before the bowler delivers the ball off the back foot. Wasn't in control of that cut shot. No turn on offer. From that first game, Japan won, and won convincingly. They have dropped Wataru Miuchi and Piyush Kumbhare. They've brought in 2 more debutants. As that ball too finds the fielder. End of a quiet over then. 6 for no loss. Nishant was there with the captain of Japan, Kendall Fleming, who informed him about both the debutants. Just trying to look at that team sheet and figure out who that could be. Could be Kazuma Stafford, one of them. And Charles Hinds, I think he was a part of that first game. Alright, we'll know later as and when the game progresses. Hassan Ibrahim struck in his opening spell and after that went for runs in the second spell. He'll be up against Hargrave here. Again, soft hands. So much to like about Hargrave's foundation as a batter, especially right at the top. He looks like somebody who's got solid defensive technique off the front foot, off the back foot. Something that was missing in the first game when Singapore batted. Nishant, welcome back.
Yes, thank you very much, Babashish. Of course, Singapore would have liked to apply themselves better. That's what the captain mentioned at the presentation. Quick single taken, direct hit would have made things interesting. Thankfully, no overthrows this time. Started the innings with one.
I'll bring Lake on strike, and he will like pace on the ball. He's got lovely fast hands, looks to pull, gets beaten. Keeper can't stop it. They'll get one more. Interesting to see if there was anything onto that. Nothing.
Yes, the wicketkeeper will heave a sigh of relief. It's okay to get one bye against his name rather than getting a drop chance against his name. That brings Abe on strike now. Short and wide, looking to stand up tall and go over the top. Not quite getting it right. That's called wide though.
Abe had to put that one away. A real opportunity to get a boundary of the bat. As you have seen, once his ball gets softer into the last 10 overs, unless you're set, scoring has been difficult. Trying to feel for that line, gets beaten. So against the new ball with the fielding restrictions on is your best time to get that strike rate up.
Yes, and we've seen in both the games, of course, Singapore's innings was a little listless right through. But at least Thailand's innings got some momentum towards the end of the power play, and just after the power play, immediately after the power play.
Close game with the rub of green going Thailand's way on a number of occasions. But yeah, you work hard, you stick to your process only to be lucky.
Abe on strike. Excellent delivery to finish the over. 2 overs bowled, 9 without loss.
I think innocuous is how you described his bowling in the first game. He was the one who got Aritra Datta out. Best I can describe him is right arm slow swing. Adnan starts with the delivery on the stumps.
Yes, when you first look at him, you start feeling that maybe he's an offie, but he's not. He bowls seam up stuff from a couple of steps, and he gets the ball to move, tucked away for a single.
He does, and he's a kind of a bowler that you must attack. And when I say attack, not just take the aerial route. Because he's slow, you can be very decisive in terms of your footwork. Either go fully forward or go fully back. Even though he's not an offie, you got to treat him as an offie, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because ultimately he brings the ball back in. Appeal for a leg before, umpire not interested.
Yeah, was coming in sharply, and also the height could have been a factor. Lachlan Lake, very much in line of the stumps. Height must have been the only issue. Did hit him above the knee roll, which must have prompted the doubt in umpire's mind.
He stopped in his tracks on that occasion. Outside the off stump this time, and Abe looking to go for that forceful drive through the offside.
Absolutely, and that was forceful because of his footwork. He was neither forward, neither back, which is the point we were trying to make, that you got to be very decisive against slow bowling. Again, was in two minds and blocked it. Inside the power play, this is a real steal from Maldives.
Yes, what an over this has turned out to be, and now some change in the field. Extra fielder on the offside now. So all five fielders out of 6 in fact, in the ring, are on the offside.
He's bowling that off stump line too. It's been played away back to the bowler. Top start for Adnan. 11 for no loss at Japan. Hard length once again. That's where Hassan has been all throughout this spell. Rarely has he gone searching for the wicket ball, has gone for the fuller option, but mostly around the 6-meter mark.
He has a good first over, conceding just 2 runs. Adnan in his first over conceding 2 as well.
Just get a feeling Hargrave can actually try and use his feet to take the bowler off that length. Stands tall, pulls it only of the inside half. Well done from Adnan. Only a run.
Now that will encourage him to keep bowling it that length, because then you're forcing the batter to do something out of the box. And every time a batter does that, always an added opportunity for the bowler.
Mind you, Hargrave got out to a bouncer in that first innings that he played. Andre Kodse was the bowler. Lachlan this time steers it to the fine region. Third fielder won't be able to cut it off. Boundary then.
First boundary of the innings, coming in the 4th over. Opening the face of the blade and just running it down to its third man. Moves into double figures now with that boundary. The Japanese skipper believes in going hard at the top. That's exactly what they've not been able to do here. Change of pace. Beaten on that occasion. Lake. Dot ball.
Every now and then when the bowlers have gone to the cutters, it has gripped on this surface. Saw that in the first game as well. Singapore could really stretch that target because their bowlers bowled into the surface. Shot. Lake's best. Picked the length early and spanked it. Much straighter option. Second boundary of the over.
And that was a good looking shot as well. A very confident shot from Lake. He knew where he was hitting the ball. He knew where the fielder was. Moves on to 14 now with that boundary.
Will Hassan go back to the bouncer here? Does so. It's just half a hit, but it's good enough to get it over that fielder, over the ropes in fact. The bat speed onto that one, quite phenomenal.
Yes, banged in shot, and that was nicely struck by Lake. No half measures on that one. Japan getting a move on. 26 without loss after 4.
Second over for Adnan. Can Hargrave really do something special? Punch straight to the fielder. Adnan just continues to find a way and pick up wickets. Was slightly short of length. It looked like Hargrave stood tall with a high elbow. Looked to punch it over that fielder. Didn't manage to. Pulls out.
That was another good looking shot. He was in control of it as well. He'll be very disappointed that he picked the fielder perfectly on that occasion. The fielder didn't have to move an inch to take the catch. Hargrave departs for 4 of 10.
Best batter in the side, the captain of the team. 9 fours and 3 sixes in a stunning half century. Their opening win. He'll be up against something different here. As a top order batter, you hardly practice against right arm slow swing bowling. It's almost gone out of fashion. Which is why Kendall just need to look at what is in store here. Still be positive, be brave. That's the only way you can put Adnan under any kind of pressure, which you want. You don't want him pegging away and just bowling these cheap overs inside the power play, round the wicket, angling into the left-hander, single.
As you see Adnan and you start feeling he's quick, even Chris Harris was quicker than him.
think a lot of slow military medium bowlers will be quicker than Adnan. He's very much in the Rajat Bhatia mold.
He's looking to free his arms there. Changed his mind and just blocked it at the last minute.
Although credit to Adnan to land everything in that particular spot where it is not too full enough, not too short.
Just as you say that, bowls a delivery which is a little too full. It should be a wide as well, is it? Not quite. It's off the bat.
I mean, Lake didn't complain exactly because it's runs for him too. But it looked like that was slipping down the leg side.
Fleming a little watchful now. Defensive prod on that occasion. Final delivery of Adnan's second over. Successful over. And 3 runs is what will come of it. 5 overs bowled, it's 29 for 1.
Adam Naseef bowled a really tight first over, barring those 5 overthrows. It was not his fault at all. And he'll return with the left-hander now on strike. You know for a fact that if you bowl Fuller to Fleming right at the start, he will have to find a different way and almost hit that straight to mid-off there.
Well, that would have been a massive moment in the game. Adam Naseef is pitching it up to Fleming. And Fleming, from what we saw in that first game, someone who likes space on the bat.
And something shorter. Lot of height onto that. It's getting held up in the wind. It will be taken easily. Lake tries to take the matchup on. He falls too. Maldives know they clearly have the advantage inside the first 20 minutes of this game.
You can't blame Lake for that. The matchup was on. He was backing himself. He had hit a couple of very good shots in the previous over. This one, not timed as well as he would have liked. Not quite going the distance. He departs for 21 of 18.
It was Alexander Patmore who provided support to Fleming in that first game. Scored a handy 31. Now he has to do the same thing again. The problem is he has to start against the off spinner, and it's never easy. Nah, missing leg stump.
Up.
Close, but missing leg stump. Good ball from Nasif, bringing the stumps in play.
Because I'm pretty sure that Adam Naseef will probably want to bowl an additional. Oh! Did that come off the back of the bat? Did the wicket keeper miss out on taking the catch because he was busy appealing? We'll take a look at that later, but for now, this is a gorgeous looking shot from Patmore as he gets off the mark with a boundary.
Yes, that'll make him feel a lot better. Nasif wanting to turn this one away. Ended up bowling a lot quicker. And only bat on ball allowed that 4. Don't be worried about the quicker ball here, Nasif. Slower, fuller on the stumps. Just outside. And they'll get the quick run. Direct throw at the non-striker's end. Perhaps would have had Alexander shot. Japan are living dangerously here.
So it was played straight to the fielder. Final delivery of Adam's over. Nicely driven fumble. That will ensure the single is taken. Power play done with. Japan are 36 for 2. The power play. Very first ball producing an overthrow, resulting in 5 runs. After that, a lot of silence till the 4th over when that boundary was scored. Then that lovely looking shot went all the way for 6. Gorgeous hit towards long on for 4, and then the wicket. And then Hartgrave falling, and Lake as well. That was a good looking shot. Last boundary of the power play.
Excellent from Maldives. They've brought in another offie. Why not? Start of the 7th over, you can still have 5 fielders inside. They have got 4, which includes a slip. That's the area you got to block off. With the ball spinning away, no point having a long on straight away for Ibrahim Rizwan. Yeah, right at the edge of the 30-yard mark was Adnan there. And straight away that slip fielder goes to short third. Only 2 singles in this over. He's just being ultra defensive here. Tries to go for the cut, misses it.
Fleming batting on 5 of 7 right now.
Nishan, thinking back to that first game, there was a phase of play where you wanted the Thailand skipper to be a little more aggressive and close out the game with the ball. That will, yes, go to the ropes. Short fine leg inside the circle. That went a lot finer. Some bat onto it, brings Fleming the boundary. And because Thailand didn't do that, they allowed the game to drift away. Towards the end, it got too close to comfort. Maldives are in a very similar position, and having picked up those 2 wickets, they got to be ruthless here with the ball.
So they cannot allow Fleming to settle down really. Wanted a single, not this time though. We know how capable Fleming is with the big shots.
Takes the aerial route, takes on the long on fielder. He will beat him by a mile. Was pretty much in the arc all right, but Fleming was hitting against the turn. The power made it possible for him.
Yeah, and I don't think he timed it well enough either. 7 overs bowled, 48 for 2.
Ismail Nazwan Badiou yet to pick up a wicket. I remember bowled brilliantly with the older ball. Struggled to control the semi-new ball in that first game, but once the ball got softer on a slightly drier surface, Nazwan showed that he's got variety in terms of the slower deliveries.
Fleming has gotten going. Soft hands. Single taken. That is the 50 up for Japan. One good thing about Japan's batting is that even when the chips are down, they keep everybody busy.
Yes, it's a very good habit as a batting group if you can rotate strike in any situation. That just keeps the energy up out there in the middle. Not one batter is facing a lot of deliveries. That'll be 4. Bit of luck for Patmore here. Was late onto that shot, almost overdue. And that runs behind.
Yes, he intended to hit it towards a deep backward point, maybe for a single.
Nishant, I'm looking at the field here. Both the third fielder and the fine leg fielder who are inside the circle are very square. As square as they can be. Once again, same area, same result. This is tactically superior from Patmore here. How well has he guided that one for 4 back-to-back boundaries?
It's very well done indeed. Just opening the face of the blade there. The previous one was unintentional. This one pretty much deliberate.
That was the point I was trying to make. When both of them are so wider, you can't afford to be bowling wide at all. Has to be on the stumps.
And an edge again. This time there is a fielder in the deep. It's a single taken. What an over this turned out to be for Japan. Runs scored of every ball, 11 already of it.
Had they not made that change, that was another boundary. Played away nicely by Patmore. Gives the strike back to Fleming. All that early trouble seems to have vanished for Japan here. Once again, these two putting on a strong partnership. Came back in sharply, looks very out, given out. Look at Nazwan, they can't catch him at all. He's delivered the killer blow, he's removed Fleming. Everything in this over outside the off stump until this ball came booming into the batter.
Oh yes. Oh yes, he got his man. And he knows how important that wicket is. Big blow. Kendall Fleming departs for 16 of 12. Japan 3 down.
Second over for Rizan here. Patmore will be on strike. He has to now reassess. With Fleming back in the dugout, he becomes the set batter. It's his responsibility to now bat deep into this innings.
And he'll have to keep doing that. Now, as you mentioned, Babashish, his job will be to bat through. Saborish Ravi Chandran.
Patmore came in and signaled Ravi Chandran, watch out for something that is slow and loopy. Let's see if Rizan delivers the same. Rizan was actually looking at Patmore.
Comfortably done by Ravi. Another single taken. He's off the mark of the very first ball he faces.
Might sound like a broken record, but I hate to see the new batter get off strike easily. Especially when you have just picked up a wicket. You want the new batter on strike for as long as you can, even though you want to bowl to the left-hander.
And singles of every ball. Not doing the bowling side any help at all.
Ravichandran has just pushed a harmless shot down to long off. And they've given him a long on, a deep mid-wicket. It's as if he's batting 60 not out already.
Yes, those are the tactical points which probably these teams fail to get right at times. And he's got his man. He has got his man. Coming in with the angle. Little bit of turn is good enough. Japan lose the fourth.
Look at the flight on offer here. Dragged him forward. No turn. In between bat and pad. Going on to crash into middle and leg stump. You're right. From a spot of bother, they are in serious trouble now. Both the set batters now back in the hut. 63 for 4. Declan Suzuki. It's a new batter in. He too is a left-hander. They have a factory out there, and that is making Rizwan bowl more and more. He shuffled. He wanted to go against the turn there. Interesting choice. 9 done, 63 for 4. Start of the 10th over. Adnan is back. This is excellent captaincy indeed. The rotation of the bowlers so far has been spot on.
He's just got it all right at the moment. And now he's marking his run up again because he's going to bowl round the wicket to the left-hander.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but Adnan needs at least one slip. At least one slip, and perhaps the mid-wicket up. Because he's attacking the outside edge. Curls away to the third fielder.
Yes, and once again, might be sounding repetitive, but I feel that the Maldives side needs to bring the field in. 2 new batters in the middle. You do not want to give them easy singles. You do not want them to settle down.
That should have never been a run, let alone 2. Impressive running, yes. You'll have to say Maldives somehow are allowing that.
Yes, a little too easy for any new batter. So if you bring the field up, the batter will still need to take a risk to get a boundary. But if you spread it out, he can always knock around. Look at that, very easy. And that will probably run away for 4 as well. What good is having 5 fielders outside the 30 yards if you're still going to concede boundaries?
Captain might look at Adnan for this one though. Was slow, was slightly outside the off stump. It was nicely played by Ravichandran too, finding space through the offside. And 4 fielders who are inside the circle are starting from outside the 30-yard mark. That is unacceptable though.
Easy single again. So the outfielders are not stopping boundaries, the infielders are not stopping singles. What are they doing?
They're waiting. They're waiting for something to happen, something to give. But I think that time has passed. They've done really well to get through the best of the batting that Japan has got to offer. Now if you push them further, there is a chance you'll get them before they get to that 120 mark. Otherwise, even if these two bat defensively just like that, they will surely get beyond the par score. 73 for 4 at the halfway mark. Time for drinks. Rizan to continue after the break. Starts with the delivery outside the off. Suzuki hits that straight to the fielder. Japan trying to consolidate. Maldives searching for more wickets. Shouldn't have been a run there. Should have never been a run there. Maldives really do need to work on how they can attack as a fielding unit. Careful not to give Japan too much of breathing space here, so that these two can then go on and attack and up the ante. Up here in the commentary box next to me is Richard. Welcome back.
Thank you. Quite an interesting start with 5 runs given away off the first ball. But Maldives have fought back well. They got the key wicket of Kendall Fleming, who'd got 74 against Thailand and looked the best of the Japanese batsmen. 4 wickets in the first 10 overs. Just about even. But Japan will be looking to double their score in the second half of the innings, get close to 150.
That will definitely test Maldives. And as far as Rizan and others are concerned, the only goal here is to deal in wickets. Full toss, slap towards deep point. A bit of fancy footwork from Adnan, who seems to be everywhere and capable of doing most things right.
Yes, he opens the bowling and he opens the batting. And I think he was captain last year as well.
Wanted down the ground, only a run. As long as the scorecard keeps ticking, Japan will be pretty pleased with that. 79 for 4 after 11 overs. Two left-arm additions into this Japan side. Kazuma, who's a left-arm fast bowler, and Charles, who's a left-arm spinner. Well, looks like we've got another change in bowling. Right arm slow off spin, more of that. Maldives believe that's the type of bowling that is working on this surface. So they bring out their power hitter down the order, Ismail Ali, who's the spare batter. Strikes them more than 300 if he gets going.
Yes, he batted really well against Singapore when I think Maldives got closer to the target than we would have expected.
He too is giving it a lot of flight, which means might just try and turn this away from Suzuki. Too full though, easily tucked away on the onside. Just one more. Maldives can be proud of how they have bowled so far. Only question is, can you take the advantage fully? One bounce to that long off fielder. Ismail, so far everything has been fuller within the stumps. That's a full toss. Easy pickings. That has gone all the way. Sails over that square leg region. Suzuki gets a loosener and gets a real piece out of that one. Ismail Ali, pretty much the full toss that you expect from a part-timer sometimes. Deep breath in as he gets ready to deliver that last ball. Lands it well. Lands it really well for Suzuki to miss that reverse option. 9 runs came from that one. 8 overs to go. 88 for 4. Adnan starts his last over.
He's done well again with his very medium pace of about a 3-pace run. 1 for 16.
Square leg fielder has been brought into the circle by Adnan with Suzuki on strike. That's why Suzuki got the 6 going in the last over. Outside the off stump, just cut away for another run. Doing it nicely, these two. Since the captain Fleming got out, this is a sensible stand between Suzuki and Ravichandran.
Yes, Japan's innings against Thailand was based on a partnership of 90 between Fleming and Padmore. Partnerships do help to build the innings.
Especially when one of your top 3, if they are not batting through this innings, that's when you really need a cluster of partnerships in the middle and the lower middle order. What worked for Japan in that first batting innings is Kendall batting deep. Which diving effort that hasn't been picked up. Looked like a chance there, difficult one for Maldives. He needs some kind of brilliance on the field to really come back in this game. And that could have been one. Powerfully struck. Only straight to the fielder. 7.32 Richard takes them to 146. You mentioned that is where, if they get to that, they'll be happy.
I think so. Very hard to chase more than 120 really when you're one of the lesser countries.
Also batting last today on this surface, which really has played well. All the surfaces on this square, terrific T20 wickets. For bowlers, if they apply themselves, there is something there. Fast bowlers are getting the caddy, spinners have got some turn, and for batters, once you're set, you can make this surface look very flat. Leg by as it is, that's the end of Adnan's spell. 1 for 22. 13 overs are done. 96 for 4 are Japan. Ismail Nazwan gets the short ball, which has been pulled, but straight to the boundary rider. Slowly and steadily, Ravichandran. Oh, there is another overthrow there. That's been a feature of Maldives fielding, that they haven't been on the money. Every now and then a slip up.
Yeah, they started off with 4 overthrows. It's always difficult if you're giving runs away like that.
Yeah, Ravichandran looks to be a confident batter now. He's taken his time. He's gotten himself to 20 from 16. Slowly and steadily, as I mentioned, they will start finding boundaries from both the ends here. Suzuki has already found a few. He found a 6 off the off spinner. Let's see if he can find a boundary of Nazwan. That will put Maldives under a lot of pressure. Because right now they're going defensively and still Maldives are already worried. Almost 100 runs. Shuffles across, slogs that one away in the gap as well. All the way for 6. Not a muscle moved as Suzuki picked that one up.
He aimed for the gap and he found it. Over the boundary for 6.
Went towards the cow corner region. There's only a long on and a deep mid wicket. Bisecting both of them with that lofted shot. Covered that line. That's why that'll be a legal ball. They've picked up 4 wickets. It's just that the intensity on the field hasn't matched that effort with the ball, which has allowed this partnership to progress, to grow stronger.
But they got 4 wickets in the first 10 overs. The captain was out, the Japanese captain, their best player. They must have thought they were on top, but they're letting it slip a little bit here. This partnership is building and they've both reached the 20 mark.
Only off the pads. Won't be a run though. 14 overs are done. 106 for 4. Great win for Thailand then in that morning game, Richard. I saw there was plenty of support for the home team. The spectators would have been delighted with that result. But here in this game, if Maldives can somehow get the better of Japan, what a group this will become.
It will mean that all 4 teams are level on 1 win, and the games to be played in a couple of days would all be winner takes all.
It will be
For a pla-
quarterfinals.
Absolutely, I thought you'd call them that. But it's the match before the semi-final, so I guess it's true.
The team that actually goes on to play the finals will have to go through a series of knockouts well before the knockouts do arrive, as Adam Nassif gets into his third over. Slightly quicker and fuller again. Great stop. That is what was missing from Maldives so far. And maybe, just maybe, they're starting to turn it around. Plenty of cheering going on in that inner circle. The energy is back up. This time they'll get the run.
They know a couple of wickets will help greatly. 5 Japanese batsmen have reached double figures. These two are the highest scorers now, I think.
Which tells you no demons on the surface at all. If you apply yourself, you can definitely get in. Stumped, has he done it? Looked great work from the keeper. Slipped down the leg side by Adam Nassif. And the keeper has been up to task. Ravichandran is just smiling. He's asked for a bottle of water. Richard, your first instinct?
Well, my first instinct is that the bowler's umpire has called a wide, so we must remember that. But it did look like a good piece of keeping from the wicket-keeper, and he could well have got his man.
Yeah, he's out of the crease. No, back leg has returned, I feel. Didn't bother bringing the bat down, just got the back leg in. I think he's grounded that in time. Still, fine work from Hassan Haziq. Yeah, looks like he's grounded.
Yeah, foot down before the bailers moved very far at all there. They might show the reverse angle, but I think that's a good view of it.
Half a frame separates the two actions, but that frame there confirms that before the bails were completely out of the groove, he's managed to get that back leg inside and grounded. Yeah, given as not out, and the right call was made.
Perhaps they've discussed at their meetings that unless it's very clear on the for the third umpire, the batsman gets the benefit of the doubt.
The bowlers might be brooding to that, but I very much stand for that. Along the carpet, looking really assured right now, Ravichandran.
I'm not quite sure the cameras are high definition as you see in the test match in India. Certainly aren't as many of them. So it's very difficult sometimes for the third umpire.
Meanwhile, they've taken the third single of this particular over, batting with a lot of high percentage shots, these two.
The wide has been recorded, so I'm relieved about that.
Another run to end that over. Great work from these two to bring Japan back into the driver's seat, you'd like to believe. 15 overs are done. Nelson on the board.
So it's Hassan Ibrahim bowling his third over. Dot ball there. Certainly looking for another wicket now. Well pitched up, but hit through the offside by the batsman. And 2 more runs to the total.
And with that couple, it's the 50 of the partnership between Ravichandran and Suzuki. A situation which looked very much in favour of Maldives. They've scripted a very good recovery. It's a good looking shot. There is long off in place, just a single. Once again, I've not been very impressed with the captaincy of Maldives here. I think when they got rid of Fleming and Alexander, they should have attacked a little more. They allowed the easy singles to be taken, and look at it now.
Yeah, 50 partnership for the 5th wicket is good going at this level of cricket. We thought Japan depended a lot on their captain, but these two are doing very well.
Suzuki on strike, shuffles across and looks to flick it away. That's off the inside half of the bat. Will pick up a single. Brings Ravi on strike, batting on 26 of 23. Banged in shot, appeal for a caught behind. Ravichandran is walking. And Hassan has picked up a wicket with the heavy ball here. Breakthrough has come, but is it a little too late?
That was good. He bowled a shorter ball, and the batsman had to play a different sort of shot. Tried to cut it, and just got a thin edge through to the keeper. Well, that certainly keeps Maldives in the game. New batsman is Ibrahim Takahashi. Scored 25 yesterday, by the looks of it.
25 with a striker of 139. They'll need a similar effort from him. But a good delivery from Hassan to finish the over. 16 bowled, 115 for 5.
After the one over from the pacer, got the wicket, turning back to spin again.
Rizan to bowl another over here. 115 for the loss of 5 wickets. Oh, I think this could be trouble. They're going upstairs. He was coming down the track. Suzuki has missed.
So if both batsmen are out in consecutive overs, that's more of a problem for Japan. Let's see what the replay shows.
Another close one, and I think he might just have made it.
Depends if his foot's on the line or beyond the line.
My gut feeling says that he's home. Let's put it this way. Had it been LED bails, then maybe he would have been out.
Absolutely in super slow-mo cameras.
So, very fundamental difference between LED bails and these is that LED bails, if they're just disrupted a little bit and they light up, then the batter is gone. Whereas with these wooden bails, they have to be off the stumps completely.
Well, you can always have an argument when a bail is fully dislodged. It's only actually dislodged when it's below the level of the stumps, but tends to be given when the bail flashes up. I think given not out there. A lot of these decisions we have seen have been given not out.
So then Suzuki, he survives the stumping scare. Good start for Rizan in his final over, 1 for 22. Easily played through the offside. They're coming back for the second. This could be trouble. And this is gone. Excellent work by the wicketkeeper there.
He's had a few good takes in the last few minutes. And the umpire had no doubt to give that run out straight away.
Well, you have to give credit to the outfielder as well. I think he did a very good job. Oh.
That is Dhoni-like.
So end of Suzuki. departs for 26 of 22. Another wicket goes down for Japan.
So both set batsmen gone within one run of each other. Probably just swings the pendulum back towards Maldives.
Six down now. Sakurano batting for the first time.
Got 6 wickets in the first game.
He'll have to do he'll have to play a big role with the ball later on. But for now, he has to give himself something to defend. Quick single to get off the mark.
We know that Maldives can bat quite powerfully. Need a few more runs yet to be safe.
It's anything less than 140. You never know. That's nicely hit by Takahashi. Bit of a fumble. They're coming back for 2. And Takahashi off the mark. Just 3 more overs to go after this. Get a feeling that 140 is definitely on. Can Japan push for more? Too far outside the off stump. That's it in the air. And it's in the gap as well. Desperate attempt there by the fielder in the deep. They picked up a couple. And it's safe.
I'm not sure that the umpires are actually able to review boundaries like that using the technology. Just run-outs and stumpings.
As they're going by the fielder's word. Decent spell from Rizan comes to an end. 1 for 29 in his 4. 17 bowled, 122 for 6. Big shot attempted. And big shot executed successfully by Takahashi. What a start to the over with a 6.
That was a great shot.
And what a response from Nazuan. Pitches it right up there. Takahashi looking to whip it away and gets castled.
Well, that's Ibrahim Takahashi out for 11 off 6. 1-6 and then bowled by the next ball.
So another left-hander comes in. This side is packed with them. Kazuma Kato Stafford. Too far outside the option. That'll be a wide, and they'll pick up a run as well.
Yes, 2 wides there. 128 for 7. 130 for 7.
Flicked away by Sakurano. Good stop by the fielder. Had it crossed him, it was definitely a couple. They'll bring Stafford on strike. Looks to push it away. Gets it off the outside half of the bat. Single again. That's pretty much what they want, really. They've got, what, 14 more deliveries? Run a ball, they'll get close to 150.
They will, and particularly if there's, say, a wide and 1 boundary, they would reach 150. Which is probably at the limit of what Maldives can chase.
Sakurano, from whatever little we've seen of him with the bat, is someone who looks to be very busy. Exactly the kind of person you want in the middle right now. Big shot attempted, misses it completely. End of the over, 18 bowled, 133 for 7. Just conceded runs at a runner ball, which is pretty good if you ask me. Shuffling across there and just paddling it away. Stafford, very cheeky. And looks like that has gone for 4 there. Very, very cheekily done.
Yeah, couldn't quite bring it back. It was a good effort from the fielder, and the batsman played his sweep from in front of the stumps. He'd moved outside and the ball would have hit the stumps, but he got it for 4.
And now looking to cut off the outside edge. That will run away to the third man fence for 4 more. These are invaluable runs for Japan.
They clearly back quite well down the order.
Couple of boundaries for Cato Stafford. And again, he was trying to go towards fine leg. Misses it this time. That's a dot ball.
The batsman trying to put off the bowler. Dead ball called.
Big shot attempted. Misses it. Another dot ball. So those couple of boundaries. Now a couple of dot balls. And he's gone towards fine leg again. It will land safe and they'll come back for 2. Excellent job. 19 gone. It's 144 for 7.
Now Japan need only 6 more runs to reach 150.
They should get there. And that's what I strongly believe. Right up in the block hole this time. Looking to dig it out. Will pick up a single.
Cato Stafford now in double figures as well, so it's a very consistent batting effort.
Yes, absolutely. 11 of 7. Sakurano batting on 5 of 5. Hassan into his final over. The final over of the innings. Walks down the track, looks to go over the top. Hasn't timed it well. Will get a single, and that's what they want right now. Nicely steered away. And they're coming back for 2. This is good running. This is very good running.
So 3 balls left and only 2 needed for 150. Going to reach their target.
That's Upish. And that's taken. I'm not very sure how is that wicket going to benefit apart from the fact that it's a dot ball.
If they'd just gone over his head, they might have been able to run 2. Rio Sakurano out for 7.
Number 10, Taniyama, is in the middle now. Makoto Taniyama. He managed to hit that one with soft hands. He's coming back for the second. No, he won't.
I think that would have resulted in another run out. But 1 ball to go in the innings. Total is 149.
Final delivery then. Hit hard, straight to the fielder. And they will bring up the 150 of the final delivery of the innings. Kato Stafford finishing with 13 of 9 balls. Taniyama 1 of 1. I think Japan will be pretty pleased with this after a listless start to their innings. Really managed to put 150 on the board. They lost wickets pretty early. Abbey got out for 4, 21 for Lake. But then that partnership between Ravi Chandran and Declan Suzuki ensuring that they get to a decent total. As far as the bowlers were concerned, well, wickets, a couple of each for Hassan and Nazwan. Picked up the important wickets, Nazwan there. A wicket apiece for Adam Naseef, Adnan and Ibrahim as well. But ultimately, they did allow Japan to get to 150. So 151 is the target for Maldives with a required rate of 7.55. We'll dive into a short break. When we come back, we'll have the run chase.
Welcome back to the TCG cricket ground in Bangkok as we get ready for the start of the second innings. 151 is the ask for Maldives. To get there, they need a required run rate of more than 7.5 runs per over. Japan will really fancy their chances. They know 20 more good overs and they will go through in what could really be the group of death here in the ACC Men's Challenger Cup 2024. Ibrahim Hassan, 3 boundaries in the first outing with the bat. The strike rate of 150. His partner, the all-rounder, who did bowl tight overs of off-spin, now gets his opportunity. Adam Nasif Umar. He also got a start, 3 sixes in the 29 runs that he got. No surprises. No more semi-new ball for Rio Sakurano. And he will bowl first up. Captain of Japan, Kendall, standing at mid-on with the Japanese flag wrapped around his head. Rio's first ball. Targeting that off-stump line once again. Not changing what has worked for him, Sakurano. Bringing the stumps, the outside edge, everything in play right at the start. Testing every bit of defensive technique that these two openers have got. What we do know, Adam Nasif is the one who will go for his shots irrespective of the conditions. With me is Nishant Machitia.
Yes, and Sakurano is pitching it right up. Driven to the fielder at mid-on. Run through for a single. Ibrahim Shah will be on strike. Very good delivery again, pitching it right up there. Ibrahim looking to flick it away. Very lucky that he was outside the line.
Except Chalawam Wong of Thailand, scored 70 not out. Opening batters have found it tougher on this surface as that ball skids on and knocks him over. Early strike for Sakurano and Japan. Ibrahim goes for just 1.
Yes, that kept a trifle low. And Rio Sakurano, he strikes in his very first over. Ibrahim departs for 1 of 3.
In that first game, Singapore lost early wickets. So did Thailand. Come the second game in the first innings, Japan didn't go off to a good start either with the bat. And now Maldives have lost a wicket in the very first over. The trend continues. Yusuf Azan Farihat in at number 3. Must show better application than what he showed in that first outing.
Yes, and they would also want that Sakurano doesn't get better from his first outing. 2 slips in place now. Pushed away, straight to mid-off, single taken. Off the mark straight away.
Maldives do have a bit of batting beyond this too. Adnan can be really handy with the bat. We know Ismail Ali strikes a big ball. So does Adam Nassif as he hits that one to the mid-on fielder. The captain, successful over from Sakurano, 3 for 1. Picked in the side and straight away into the bowling attack. Charles Hinds. Slow left arm spinner.
Starts off with a full delivery. Too far outside the off stump there.
Interesting choice to leave that one alone from Yusuf. Tells you that early wicket has just pegged them back in terms of intent. Now that was too close to steer it away. It's a misfield from the captain himself.
Yusuf getting off strike. Adam Nassif will be on strike, and he's the man we know who will be looking to go for the big shots.
Down the track he comes, straight to mid-off. Shy at the non-strikers end. Goes over the stumps, that throw. Ibrahim, the fielder there, had he got it on the full direct throw, that was out.
Yes, oh, very close it would have been for sure. Too far outside the off stump. That'll be a wide.
Just get a feeling, unlike that first game, you expect aggressive captaincy from Fleming though. Once it gets to a stage where perhaps the batting team does put up a fight, expect Fleming to come up with changes around picking up a wicket and not to save the runs. For Adam now, he's got a long on and deep mid-wicket, so the line will be straighter. Just wider, so Adam gives himself a little bit room and flays that one through the offside. That's poor execution from Hinds.
Yes, he just gave a little too much room, and of course it was not all that full either. Had all the time to just get into position and slap it away for 4.
Yes, if he had the long on up and the sweeper back, that line is okay. That's a better line, much better line indeed. Play and a miss from Adam, 11 for 1. Sakurano to continue. He'll continue to target the stumps. Too far down the leg side in the attempt of doing so. And go back to all the batters who have actually scored on this surface. They have been sitting on the good balls and have put the bad balls away. Sliced away. Will go to the third fielder. Was in the air. Nobody at that gully region.
So brings Naseef on strike. This should be an interesting contest. He will try to hit the ball. Sakurano wouldn't mind that. Oh, goes right through him there. Was there bat involved?
Yeah, Nishant, I picked some deflection. Just had a feeling it came off the inside half of the bat, which is why it swung further in. Could have been just the ball angling in too. He's got some pace as Sakurano, beating Adam off that fuller length. Now only of the bottom of the bat, but clears mid off by a long, long way. What power that is from Adam.
Yes, one hand on the bat, that to the top hand, and off the bottom of the bat, and still clearing long off quite comfortably.
Look at the best of the bats. This time more of that full-blooded uppish drive from Naseef. 6 and a 4 now.
Yes, Maldives will be happy with this start. Again, it wasn't off the middle of the bat.
Why do you think Sakurano suddenly has gone wider to Naseef?
He bowled a brilliant delivery that almost got him out.
Not straighter, fuller, bringing all forms of dismissal in play. Change of pace. Line was same. Through the shot, early was Naseef. I remember in that first game that Naseef batted, he got into this kind of mold and then threw it away. Only if you can balance out this kind of intent by prolonging your innings, that's when he'll be able to add value to this chase. Edged and dropped. Chasing at that wideish delivery. First slip was in contention for a long, long time. I think that is Ravichandran. Can't hold on to that. 24 for 1. Hinds continues to be fuller. Although that was a drop chance, the way Naseef would look at it is that he's getting strike first up in this over. Once again trying to go across. It's almost like once Naseef is on, he can't go further down in terms of intent. Just continues to go on and on. Flatter, quicker. Very hopeful shout from Hinds.
Adam Naseef will be on strike. In fact, Yusuf will be on strike, beg your pardon. No, that can't be out. Clearly going down the leg side.
What he's done though in this over by going wide of the crease, even if he can just turn the ball ever so slightly, he'll beat these two batters. Too full, not giving it any chance to turn. Strike returns to Adam. No boundaries in this over. Don't think Adam will be okay with that. That's why if I was Hinge here, I would be slowing this down further. Not wider, still on the stumps though.
Too far down the leg side this time. It was a very tidy over thus far. And then he slips one down the leg side.
Keeper Alex must be thinking that's a chance, with Adam Naseef overbalancing for that delivery. Does he repeat the same ball? He does, but that again was too full. And Naseef can hit it over that mid-wicket fielder. Brings a boundary, makes that into a good over too. 31 for 1 after 4. They're okay in terms of runs.
Declan Suzuki McComb into the attack. And almost strikes of the very first ball.
That would have been so similar to Uday Hatinjar's dismissal in Cambodia's first win yesterday. Just outside the off stump, pushing at it. Could have easily got it back onto the stumps.
This time wide outside the off stump. Yusuf hasn't timed the cut well, so will not go to the fence. Will pick up a couple. Excellent chase by the fielder there.
He's a shot man. Really powered his way in that sprint. Very David Warner-like. Alex thinking about standing up to the stumps. That really does make a lot of difference. First slip stays on. Ravichandran is the man who dropped a catch previously. Nothing down the leg side now. Upish down to the third fielder. Just one. Would you not send Alex back to the original position with Adam Naseef now on strike? Because you want to almost keep Adam Naseef guessing in terms of length and line. Unlike bowling to Yusuf, where you can continue the channel outside the off stump. And Adam Naseef is not a batter who's going to use his feet either. He's got long reach. He's going to stand and wait
Yes, absolutely. He doesn't need to come down the track. He can hit like that. One bounce into the fence for 4.
That's why I think by having the keeper up for Adam Nassif, you are actually restricting yourself. That you can bowl only 1 or 2 kind of deliveries. You can't go for the Yorker because if it goes down the leg side, it's 5 wides. You can't really bowl a bouncer. There's so many things that you cannot do suddenly. Short and wide didn't help either. They're persisting with the same plan. I believe they're missing a trick here.
And to restrict somebody like Adam, you need both those deliveries. Full outside the off stump. That was quick.
And very lucky that Alex got something behind that one. That's why I think the Fuller ball is so risky. And if you go to change of pace, I think Adam will be waiting for something like that. Make sure the slow ball is slightly fuller and wider. Nothing on the length, nothing straighter. Not a full toss either. Easy pickings. That over that began so well for Suzuki has ended up being an 11-run over. Maldives have taken care of the scoring rate inside the first 5 overs, 42 for 1. Right arm leg break for Sabarish Ravichandran. What a few runs, but that drop catch will be playing on his mind as he starts with a quicker delivery on the stumps. Not necessarily a big turner of the ball. That's the length he tries to bowl.
Oh, some air there.
And looked like tried to spin that one into the right-hander. Did something with his fingers right at the end.
That's cut this time. Straight to the field. A chance at the non-strikers end. Not quite.
2 deliveries attempted off breaks from Ravichandran, and that is smart. Don't want to be a one-trick pony, especially inside the power play. Another off break. This time he swept it finer. The line was touched straighter this time. Allowed Yusuf the gap on the leg side.
And he gets a boundary to himself. Of a shot he was in total control of. Will give him a little bit of confidence there. 3 dot balls. Squandered away with the boundary. Now too far outside the off stump. Cut straight to the fielder though. And that is a dot ball.
I think that situation has arrived where Japan will have to choose between good old defensive bowling or out and out aggressive bowling. Loose shot. Mid-off thought he'll get there. Eventually he will. Well judged catch indeed from Takahashi. Ravichandran strikes in his first over.
Yes, went wicketless in that last game, but has struck in his very first over here. Good running catch from the fielder at mid-off. And that will be the end of Yusuf Azian Faryat. Departs for 12 of 16. Sakurano striking very early in his spell in the power play, but then some good striking by Adam Naseef, showing his full range of shots and the power that he possesses. He was dished out a few freebies as well. It's a good looking shot there from the other batter, sweeping to get a boundary and then trying to follow it up. Holds out.
Another change in this lineup. Debutant Kazuma Keto Stafford. Left arm quick. Will start bowling from over the wicket. He's got a deep sweeper on the offside and a third fielder back. Mid-off up. And long on in position.
Starts off with a pretty good full delivery there. Single taken. It's Makoto Taniyamna. He's done very well on the field. Showing a lot of enthusiasm there. KT Kaushal Rodrigo is the new man in.
A real thinker of the game. Kaushal. He's got a great sense of cricketing awareness. And he's got to use all of that.
Doesn't need to use anything on that one. Too far down the leg side and wide.
One look at Kaushal here. He's got an extended trigger movement, which ties up with the shuffle that he has before he gets ready to face a ball. Just see if Cato Stafford can swing one back onto the stumps. Anything outside his eye line, it's easy for him because he's already shuffled and walked towards the offside.
Yes, drives it comfortably on that occasion for a single off the mark. Adam Naseef is still in the middle. The power play is done now. It will be interesting to see what his approach is going to be.
First ball that Cato bowled to Adam Naseef was fuller, outside the off stump, quicker. Let's see if he can bowl the same line but roll his fingers over and take the ball away from the hitting arc. Tries the slower delivery, that's landed outside the leg stump unfortunately. But he had foxed Adam Naseef with the change of pace. That's what we wanted him to do.
Yes, so use of slow delivery very early in the spell. He's got a very interesting slow delivery which really is very wobbly.
Now for that in-swinging Yorker, which is not easy when you're just bowling your first over. If you can deliver that, he'll find Kaushal in some kind of trouble. Kaushal does well to dig that one out. This was better from Cato Stafford, bringing the stumps in play. What now, Nishan? Full of either Yorker or a short ball. Or would you actually bowl that slowy again, because Adam Nassif didn't really pick it?
I think Nassif could be wanting to get a big shot in here. In that case, a slow delivery will not be a bad idea. And there it is. Off the outside half, single taken.
It's good execution indeed. Only 5 balls, but it's enough to understand that Cato Stafford is really thinking about his options before he delivers the goods for Japan. Yet to get the perfect ball into the left-hander though. 2 full deliveries in and around off stump. Can he go mid and leg stump further into his pads?
Much better, yes, and they're running very hard for that quick single. Excellent running between the wickets, and maybe they'll pick up an overthrow as well. Oh, and looks like he's bumped into a fielder there. 7 overs, 54 for 2.
Six minutes past here. Local time here in Bangkok. As the captain of Japan ponders, looking at the many options that he's got, and he's gone to the off spinner. Ibrahim Takahashi. We got a nice little running catch then. 3 wickets so far.
That's a good shot. Of course, the long off is in place, so just a single. Takahashi into his first over has taken a very good catch already.
Because of the mistake Yusuf made, that could be a blessing in disguise. Because suddenly Adam Nassif is now being more selective with the stroke play. If Yusuf had still been there, Nassif would have looked for a shot every ball with the matchup in favor.
Kaushal has to be cautious.
Yeah, the line was wider there. EB would love to bring the stumps into play. Flatter, quicker stumps in play. Good delivery indeed. He's got a deep fine leg who's a lot squarer. He can afford to bowl the leg stump line even, just like that. 2 very good deliveries from Takahashi.
After that single of the first delivery is really kept it very tight again. Well bowled. Almost inducing that leading edge there. Just a single.
Yeah, he's got his plans right against the left-hander. Now has to just get out of this over. While he looks to bowl to Adam Nassif. Maybe just try and do the same thing again. Adam Nassif is not somebody who has the reverse or the switch hit. Power down the ground, power on the onside. So bowl it wider, slower, not too full. Too full in the arc. It disappears. Rose back if they were. Massive hit, 62 for 2.
數別處義務倡議，實實嘅係目標用係粵語。
First real shot of authority from Kaushal, with the matchup in favor against him now. Might be looking for a shot on the onside. Doesn't have to do that. Give it back to Adam Naseef the way he's batting. Powerful. Ravichandran got a hand to that. That's more like it.
63 for 2 in the 9th over. So the run rate hasn't been an issue for them.
And it won't be as long as Adam continues to bat like this. He's been very selective when it comes to playing the big shots in the last 15 minutes or so.
Not on that occasion. Just when you said that he is being selective, perhaps he decided to press Control A, select all.
Another good ball, tighter.
Just when you said that he is being selective, perhaps he decided to press Control A, select all. Kendall said that he backs his spinners a lot. He believes they'll do the job for them.
Change of angle from the leggy. He bowled it wider too. Let's see if he gets the same angle out against the right-hander, or does he switch back to over the wicket? Over the wicket. It is. Only 3 singles in this over. Missing leg stump comfortably, but a good one from the leggy. 65 for 2 on Maldives. Six bowlers used so far in the 9 overs from the Japan skipper. He's gone to Ibi once again, who bowled a really good over first up, especially to Kaushal, who is on strike again.
Mix up, mix up, mix up! And that is trouble. Trouble for Kaushal. The moment he hit the ball, he wanted a single. Adam was not interested at all.
I think there was a run there, Nishant. There was a run. Adam, as you mentioned, he was not interested with what the striker did, but was ball watching. Kaushal goes for 7. He'll be disappointed. Bit of a dicey situation for Maldives from here on in, as their skipper Haziq joins Adam Naseef. 23 runs from that first outing with the bat. Only a boundary that he scored then. He'll be starting against the off-spinner, who's bowling really tight lines, irrespective of the fact that he's bowling to the righty or the lefty.
Oh, that was flattish there. Tucked away for a single. Is off the mark straight away, the captain.
Bowlers bowling to Naseef from here on in must just try and tempt him to play the big shot again and again.
And the temptation was there. He could not resist it. And he has fallen prey. And this could be the big moment of the game for Japan.
Yeah, real war cry like screams from the Japan fielders as Naseef missed that straight ball. Exactly what we spoke about. Couldn't help himself. A handy 40 right at the top, but has really now put Maldives in a lot of trouble. As Naseef missed that straight ball. Exactly what we spoke about. Couldn't help himself. A handy 40 right at the top, but has really now put Maldives in a lot of trouble. Right after the drinks break, Japan have moved ahead and further ahead in the contest. Mohammad Azam, another new batter in. This run chase now looking so difficult. Haziq only with 1 run next to his name. Azam is yet to start.
Nicely tapped down towards short third for a single. Wicket one, wicket one. Suddenly Maldives are pretty much on track. And, looks like the wheels are coming off here. Flattish delivery looking to cut. Misses.
Bowled brilliantly in that first game as well. Takahashi. Such a great thinker of the game is what we have seen. How he bowled to Kaushal specifically in this spell. At the halfway mark, Maldives have lost 4 wickets. They've scored 67. They need 84 more of the last 10. At the halfway mark, Maldives have lost 4 wickets. They've scored 67. They need 84 more of the last 10. He was a real live wire on the field. In those 10 overs, now gets a ball. Almost bowled him round the legs. Looking for that paddle sweep. The batter played all around that. It's gone on to hit the back leg, but must have pitched outside the leg stump. Almost bowled him round the legs. Taniyama, fresh spell, trusting his spinners here. Kendall. Here with me in the commentary box is Richard. Welcome back.
Thank you. As of the end of the 9th over, Maldives were going great guns. Adam Nassif had made 40 off 27 balls. Boundaries had been flying. But a run out early in that over and then the dismissal of Adam Nassif has put Japan back on top.
A combination of smart captaincy and really good execution with the ball. It's a full toss. That's been peaked in the gap before the square leg fielder comes around.
Did well to keep it to 1. I think they only ran a single. Went right to the boundary, had to move it quite a long way to his left.
Yes, they could have pushed for that second. Taniyama. Can he land one perfectly here? Dipping on the batter. Azam hits that one to the short mid fielder. The Fleming is ready. That's the best ball he's bowled in this over. Not bad for part-time leg spin. Taniyama, only 2 runs came from that one. 69 for 4, 9 overs to go.
Ismail Ali still to come, which could be exciting, but 2 new batsmen at the crease.
And these two will have to keep it in reach, within reach, by the time Ismail comes out to bat. Required run rate already over 9. You got to manage that now. Don't let it go over 10. Flatter, quicker. Is that to the sweeper fielder, and it's not going to be easy. Azam has only been out there for 6 balls. Haziq for 5. So got to be sure about your boundary options here. Wanted to reverse it. He's got enough bat onto that. That has beaten Cato Stafford. He will get it eventually. Couple of runs.
Japan have been good in the field. It was a lovely catch running back at mid-off. We thought it was coming towards us, but the fielder plucked it out of the air.
Now goes the other way. This time there's a lot more bat onto it. So that goes squarer. 4 runs have come from the first 3 balls. That's the kind of intent these two need to show. Don't go into a shell. Don't make it too difficult for the lower order hitters. Keep that rate in check. Rotating the strike by being positive. 77 more needed from 50. Only if they can get it down to the last 40 runs. Still about 3 overs to go. They will fancy their chances. Good work from that short third fielder.
Yeah, more good work in the field. Saving runs where they can.
Won't be a run there too. So 2 dot balls for Hinge to end that over. 12 done, 74 for 4. They need 77 more.
Already 7 bowlers used, which is imaginative captaincy from Fleming. Well, he's hit it straight to long on, but just as the bowler came in, somebody was walking behind the bowler's arm, but he's going off without any fuss.
And Sakurano, got to give the credit to him to keep his eyes on the ball. Almost the momentum of the ball taking him back. But a lovely catch indeed. Hassan Haziq wanted to take on the part-time leggy. He's fallen to that. And out comes the imposing figure of Ismail Ali.
Maldives were looking good, 65 for 2 after 9 overs. The loss of 2 wickets in that 10th over and the slowing down of the run rate as well put Japan right on top. Maldives were looking good, 65 for 2 after 9 overs.
Known for his big hitting, Ismail wanted to hit the first one. Maybe there was bat onto it. Keeper did well to take that one, but perhaps it was just the body of Ismail that got in contact with the ball. Tanyama is not going to change his style of bowling. He's still looping it up in the air, launched out of here.
6-second ball to Ismail Ali. He knows only one way to bat.
And that's not even from the middle of the bat. Let's go again. Along the carpet though. Timed it to that boundary rider. Oh, chance for the long off now. What have you done? What have you done, Azam? Ismail Ali had just walked out to bat. The need of the hour was to prolong this partnership. Push Japan further. Another soft dismissal. Second wicket for Tanyama.
I mean, it's fantastic to see a young Japanese leg spinner taking 2 wickets in an over to turn the game. Out for 5, Mohammad Azam.
Hassan Ibrahim needs to bat with Ismail Ali here and churn out whatever you can. Remember, you might still be alive in the contest in the tournament, but you might be far behind in terms of net run rate. So don't go on and lose big here. 81 for 6. The score trend really tells you the story. The deep blue line of Japan got constant acceleration, and then there was a time in middle where Japan could really consolidate and not lose wickets. Maldives have done the opposite.
4 wickets for 16 runs in 4 overs.
Cato Stafford was impressive in that first over that he bowled. Bowls it further wider and away from Ismail.
Well, the other 2 left arm pace bowlers we've seen today bowled very well. So it's following in a nice trend.
And he's got a lovely off cutter. And a very good Yorker too. So he'll try and mix those 2 deliveries here. The off cutter should be wider outside the off stump, asking Ismail to fetch it from outside the off. Short ball, he's pulled it nicely. Not in the gap though. Hassan's role here is to make Ismail play and bat for as many deliveries that he can. Just to be alive, just to be in the contest for their 3rd game. That is against Thailand. Thailand, of course, won today. They've got points on the board.
Yes, at the moment there's 3 teams with 2 points.
Got a hand to that. Good from Patmore. Which is why that will be eventually stopped by Fleming. Leg by as it is. Brings Ismail Ali.
If Japan win today, they'd go to the top of the table with 4 points, and be useful for them to win by a reasonable margin to keep up their net run rate. Because we could see 3 teams finishing on 4 points. So the 2 semi-finalists will be decided by net run rate. Japan have to play Singapore in their last match.
It's a no ball. Ismail wants the second. He won't be able to get there. Fielder did well to give it back to the keeper. It is a free hit, but it will be Hassan on strike. Good from Fleming here. Puts an arm around the young bowler, letting him know what his options can be for this free hit delivery. Remember, the field can change, but Fleming is not changing it. He's sticking to deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, a sweeper deep on the offside and a long off. Change of pace and very, very well bowled indeed. Impressive wide ball skills that Cato Stafford has got.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to bowl a free hit.
Constantly bowling to his field here. bowling to a well thought out plan. Another change of pace. It's just gone high. Long gone. Ibrahim cracks it. But sails over the ropes. Maldives find a little bit of luck and power from Hassan now. Another change of pace. It's just gone high. Long gone. Ibrahim cracks it. But sails over the ropes.
Yeah, it just was over the boundary already when the fielder tried to get his hands to it. A bit in the arc of Etienne Bukes.
Last ball of the over. Low full toss. Hit down the ground. They'll get a run. Good over with the bat for them. 59 needed from the last 6 overs. Towards the end, Japan did manage 2 good overs with the bat. That's the reason they were able to get to that score of 150. Now, Sabarish bowls it flatter outside the off stump. And no, Hassan got that 6, but at the start of the over, idea should be to get Ismail on strike. Be able to do that right now. Terrific from Sakurano. Pushing for 2, Ismail makes it just in time.
Good fielding there again. Would have thought that maybe Ishmael would have stayed on strike there. But he got through for 2.
Yeah, this early in the piece, you can't deny runs, so you can understand why they pushed for that second. Into the penultimate over, into the last over. That's when you can really afford to say no to extra runs and look for boundaries only. That's again straighter. But this time,
slight fumble. But yeah, not sure Ishmael can run 2s on too many occasions.
yes, clearly his bat moves faster than him. Good ball. Really good ball. Just nailed the Yorker there, Ravichandran. Ultra modern leg spinner here. Bowls full and straight. That's a wide though. 2 straight on that occasion. Desperate for a big hit. Ismail sizes it up, but goes against the turn and misses it.
No, the 2 leg spinners are causing a bit of trouble for Maldives.
Even Ibrahim, the offie, bowled brilliantly, so spin attack has responded nicely. Oh, good stop, great stop in fact. That was thrashed. Ravi did well to keep it down to a dot ball. 55 needed from the last 5. Come tomorrow, match number 13. with Saudi Arabia having won their opening 2 fixtures will take on Indonesia. That's another game where Indonesia would love to perform and see if they can qualify. KSA, of course, might once again try out their bench strength, give more players the opportunity.
But the Japanese spinners are bowling well. You'd have thought Maldives would have been brought up against spin bowling, the country close to Sri Lanka. But Japan are causing them trouble. Japanese spinners are bowling well. Maldives have been brought up against spin bowling, country close to Sri Lanka.
Hit uppishly, but into the gap. He'll push for the second. No, he won't.
Well, Ismail has to hit the next couple of balls for 4 or 6. Now he's going to take control.
Yes, situation is such that they need to go after the bowling. Get a boundary or a 6 every over at least. Quiet overs won't work at all because there's just 4 more to go after this.
Hassan did hit a 6 in the previous over at this end. Needs to hit another one now.
Hits hard. Gets it past the infielder. Chase for him and he pulls it back. They'll come back for 2.
Did he keep his feet inside the boundary? But I don't think the umpires will use technology to review.
It's been a very good spell by Takahashi. Hit down the ground. Very straight, but long on will manage to cut it off. Just a single. 16 overs bowled. 101 for 6.
Overs bowled, 101 for 6.
Final over from Ravichandran. Played straight to the fielder. Will pick up a single. And that it's just 49 more needed. But only 23 deliveries remain.
He's only conceded 12 runs, 3 overs and 1 ball. Quite a quick style of leg spin.
And he's got another one. Ismail looking to slog sweep. Misses it completely. And Ravichandran has picked up another wicket. Maldives losing the plot completely. That was the other one.
The 2 leg spinners have both got 2 wickets now. It's fantastic to see the art of leg spin bowling from Japan. Ismail out for 10.
Maldives losing the plot completely. That was the other one.
This is Rizan come to the crease. Ibrahim Rizan.
Wanted a single, yes and no, mix up, trouble, and he gives up.
Well, that is hopeless. Run out first ball.
Yes, and I think he didn't even try to go back the moment he saw the fielder collecting the ball. Just gave up. That's another one going down, number 8 now.
Might not have been a run there, but they probably should have tried to run.
Ibrahim Razan out first ball. Nazwan is the new man in. The dot ball for Ravi Chandran. What a spell this has been. Pushed away straight to the fielder. Another dot ball. Fantastic stuff. Oh, that one came back in sharply again. So dot ball to finish his spell. 4 overs, 2 for 12. 17 bowled, 102 for 8. Fantastic stuff. Oh, that one came back in sharply again. So dot ball to finish his spell. 4 overs, 2 for 12. 17 bowled, 102 for 8. Declan Suzuki McComb is back in the attack.
This has been an excellent performance by Japan, and with their looking like their second convincing victory, they'll be on the verge of a place in the semi-finals in their first ACC men's tournament. We may have underestimated them because they've got a good record in East Asia Pacific cricket. Just missed out on a place in the T20 World Cup behind Papua New Guinea.
Easily played away. Wants the second sent back. Rightly so.
They might give Singapore a run for their money as well, which means that if Thailand can beat Maldives in their final match, they'd have a chance of a semi-final place. But equally, Singapore could beat Japan and just about get ahead of Thailand on net run rate, even if they win.
Yes, so very interestingly poised this Group B. Beautiful delivery. Just past the outside edge on that occasion. 48 needed of 16 deliveries now. Required rate 18 and over. Walks down the track and looks to open the face of the blade. Gets beaten, dot ball.
They were 65 for 2 after 9 overs, but only got another 38 runs in the next 9 overs and lost 6 wickets.
Just not managed to keep the momentum going.
They were 65 for 2 after 9 overs.
Driven straight to the fielder in the deep.
38 runs.
Single taken.
The dismissal of Adam Naseeth straight after the run out in the both in the 10th over was key.
Couple of deliveries remaining in this over. Almost a leading edge there that goes towards third man. Just a single. Final delivery of the over. Very well bowled again. Play in a miss. Dot ball to finish the over. 18 bowled. It's 105 for 8. Dot ball to finish the over. 18 bowled. It's 105 for 8.
This is good to see. The second Japanese leg spinner coming on to bowl the 19th over.
Goes for the big shot there of the inside half of the bat that is running away towards third man. Fine leg, beg your pardon. They'll come back for 2. Hassan batting on 19 of 17. And this time he hits it in front of square. Straight to the fielder. Just a single. Good stop. Excellent stop. Chance of a run out. Run out it is. Another run out.
That's run out number 3 in this innings. Probably the first one was the most crucial, Rodrigo run out. But the last 2 run outs have been fairly comical.
Yes, a good diving stop there. And comfortable. Very simple in the end. So Nazwan is out for 1 of 8. Adnan Manikar is the number 11 who comes into bat. Goes for the big shot. This could be it.
Out stumped, I think. The umpire's given it, not needing to go upstairs. It's fantastic for Japan. Leg spinner takes his third wicket.
Yes, Taniyama, very good on the field and very good with the ball. Stumping finishes things off. And Maldives have been bowled out for 108 runs. Japan winning the game by 42 runs here. Quite comfortably.
Surely that's enough for a place in the semi-finals, but it'll have to be decided on the final day of the group games in 2 more days.
Yeah, that's on the 6th, which will be a Tuesday. Tomorrow is the final day of Group A encounters. And, well, Saudi is almost certain to get a place in the semi-finals. Others are fighting it out. This is how it happened. Adam Naseef did very well to get 40 of 26. He kept them in the hunt till he got out. Nobody really batted around him. And that is why the pressure of holding the end up and scoring runs was both on him, which ultimately led to the downfall of Maldives.
We had seen Japan recover thanks to a partnership, but there was nothing there for Maldives.
As far as the bowling was concerned, the leggies doing the trick. Ravichandran and Taniyama, 5 wickets between them. Takahashi, the off spinner, getting a wicket, and 1 wicket at the top for Sakurano. As many as 7 bowlers used, 4 of them ending up with a wicket at least. That's the story of the game. No real outstanding contribution in the entire match. Everybody chipping in. Japan getting to 150 with the 320s. And of course with the ball, as we mentioned, that Taniyama topped the charts with 3 for 12. Ravichandran top scored for Japan with 26 and finished with 2 for 12 in his 4 overs. Japan won the match by 42 runs. That's the match coming up tomorrow, the Group A encounter, penultimate match of the league stages for them. Saudi Arabia take on Indonesia in match number 13 of the ACC Men's Challenger Cup. We'll be back with all the action tomorrow. But for now, we'll dive into a short break. When we come back, we'll have Babashish with the post-match presentation.
Encounter, penultimate match of the league stages for them. Saudi Arabia take on Indonesia in match number 13 of the ACC Men's Challenger Cup. We'll be back with all the action tomorrow. But for now, we'll dive into a short break. When we come back, we'll have Babashish with the post-match presentation.
Mic okay?
Second win on the trot for Japan, and with those two wins, they're sitting pretty in that table. Well, Maldives really fought at one point of time. They're pushing Japan, of course, but this game goes in favor of Japan, so congratulations to them. Welcome to the post-match presentation party here at the ACC Challenger Cup T20 tournament. We really thank the Asian Cricket Council and the Cricket Association of Thailand for hosting this tournament, giving all of these players a wonderful opportunity to showcase their skills. We thank the sponsors too, official streaming platform FanCode, official partners Dafa News and Monix Bat, commercial partners TCM. First of all, love to chat with Hassan Haziq, the captain of Maldives. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Hassan. Hassan, what went wrong today?
I think obviously our batting went wrong. Our bowlers gave an extremely good fight in the bowling side, so probably the batting.
And in terms of that halfway stage, looking at that score, you would have thought you guys have a serious opportunity to get a win here.
Of course, we had a chance, but still, it's maybe not our day.
Going into sure, mathematically, you might still have a chance, so you would expect your batters to perhaps own up the responsibility a little bit more.
Of course, yeah. We look forward for the Thailand games.
All right, keep us entertained then. Good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, captain of Maldives, Hassan Haziq. Time to have a chat with Kendall Fleming, captain of Japan. Kendall, more and more people are putting their hand up, which is a great thing.
Yeah, that's probably the most pleasing thing about today. I didn't think we put it together with the bat, but to still get 150, everyone contributed in some way. Yeah, it was pleasing to get to that score. And then I thought we really found a gear in the field and with the ball. We identified a few areas after the last game where we wanted to improve, and I think we really did that in the field and with the ball today.
Yes, I really thought you couldn't have improved that bowling performance, but first game the Pacers got in the act, and now the entire spin core has come up with wickets spinning more and more. They will be crucial.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the three young boys that came in today, well, two, Kazuma and Charlie on debut, and Makoto came in today, and they really had a big impact, so very pleasing.
Right, then you've got still a game to go. Any particular areas you would still want to work on, or just more of the same?
I mean, I think with the result this morning, it's a live game. We're not through. We just need to put our best foot forward and hopefully come away with the win.
All right, keep us entertained then. Well done. Kendall Fleming, captain of Japan. To give away the Player of the Match award, I would request Mr. Gandhi, match official, to join us. Thank you so much, sir. Well, as I mentioned, from Maldives, there was a fight, and that fight came from Adam Naseef with 40 runs and a wicket. But as Fleming mentioned, it was the spinners who did all the good work. For his runs with the bat, 26 and 2 wickets. Ravi Chandan, if you can please come up and join us, the Player of the Match, Sabarish Ravi Chandan. Didn't find a lot of turn, of course, but found a way to pick up wickets. And with the bat, really tough runs, which made the difference to that score. Has his Player of the Match trophy. And now, Sabarish, can I have a chat? Very quick indeed. Firstly, with the bat, when you were batting out there, wasn't easy. You had lost wickets. What was the idea?
The idea was to actually just keep going, like get 7-8 runs an over, just set a base for the lower order people to just come and get the runs.
And now with the ball once again, we saw that the line and length really mattered all throughout the spell. You were very focused on that.
Yeah, it's like they have some big hitters, so the idea was not give any room. So we just try to cram them up and just bowl stump to stump.
And taking a leaf out of what Kendall said, your other spinners really supported you through.
Yeah, definitely. Like I think the way we bowled as a team, actually credit goes to the others as well.
All right, that's it. You can join your team. Enjoy. Player of the match then, Sabarish Ravichandran, who really entertained us. All entertainment continues tomorrow, of course. Last day of Group A fixtures, that is. Stay tuned to FanCode and the ACC YouTube page then.